How you doing, Cali Crowd? On this channel, I've learned a fair amount of calisthenic skills. En route to learning these skills, I've had to develop aspects of fitness that I've previously overlooked, such as mobility and balance. One skill that I've spent a lot of time cracking jokes about on here though is the planche, and how so many calisthenics athletes, often beginners like myself, believe that they can develop it 5 minutes after learning how to do a push-up. And I get it, it's a pretty fun skill. So why is Alinda telling me on YouTube that I shouldn't be doing this skill if it's so much fun? And well, I'd actually be a bit of a hypocrite if I didn't tell you that I had tried to do skills that were way outside my comfort zone in the past. Actually, on that note, let me know if you ever tried a really weirdly advanced calisthenic skill that maybe you've seen someone else do, you tried it out for yourself and you failed miserably. Let me know down in the comments. So with that being said, I tried to do a planche. Wait, actually, before I get onto my planche attempt, I want to do some arse covering here because it really is necessary. On this channel, we talk a lot about developing strength before developing skills. It's more efficient that way, as well as better for the longevity of your training, less injuries, etc. But then we also talk about ensuring you're having fun in your training as well, which is basically what attempts like the one I'm about to show you is all about. I wanted to start with the tucked planche just to see how far I could go with it. I am literally pushing with all my might here, guys, and I feel like my shoulders, wrists and biceps were all on fire. I decided pushing from the bottom up was way too taxing, so I attempted to go from the top down. I got into a handstand, tried to see what descending down into a tuck planche would feel like, and yeah, that wasn't successful either. But this got me thinking, why is this? I mean, I can L-sit, so I have the straight arm strength to hold my body weight. I can frog to handstand, so I must have decent enough shoulder and pushing strength. After all, what is an advanced frog stand if not a tuck planche with slightly bent arms? I mean, I could tuck front lever and tuck back lever in my first attempt at both of those things. So why can't I hold a tuck planche? It frustrated me so much that I couldn't do this that I decided to go and look up videos of people that I know to be planche monsters and see what they were doing. Take this demo from Simonster. Okay, it feels a little bit stupid to put my attempt alongside this, but let's have a look anyway. There are various things that I could highlight here in this spot the difference planche parody, but the main ones are the shoulders. He's clearly getting so much more protraction than I am. This leads to having far more space between his shins and the floor. Also, take a look at his hip position, in line with his shoulders compared to the slope that mine is. And then we have the arms, hands and wrists, where he is definitely getting a lockout at the elbow and his wrist flexibility allows for his hands to sit far closer to his waistline. So taking a look at people doing the skill that you want to learn is all well and good, that's really nice, fine. But what's the point? Well, this mini experiment just confirms what I already know, that I'm not ready for the planche yet. And that's fine. I am confident it will come. All the other skills I have learned have been a process, so I'm not going to rush it. And while I have a few skills in my locker that I am insanely happy to have achieved, there are still some skills that are just way outside of my lane, and that's okay for now. It would be so easy for me to make a video whenever I do learn how to do the planche like, ta-da, I did it. But I really feel like showing that journey, showing the grind as I did with that L-sit, as I did with the handstand, it's the process that's important. A video entitled, I learned how to one-arm planche in 24 hours is really exciting to click on, but it's definitely not realistic or reflective of what the typical journey is. And yet there seems to be a lot of videos like that when it comes to calisthenics. So stick around. This channel shows a lot of failure and it will continue to do so. But hopefully along the way, we'll build up some insane strength and develop some really cool skills along the way as well. I am clearly not ready for the planche yet, but if you want to take a look at any of the other skills I am learning or have already learned, then click on one of these. They'll be in the description below as well. And until then, peace.